Picture this. You're sitting across from your financial advisor, but instead of a person, it's a glowing screen of AI algorithms. Sounds futuristic, right? Here's the kicker. Studies show AI can analyze thousands of financial scenarios in seconds, but it still can't ask about your daughter's college dreams or your retirement bucket list. So can AI replace your financial advisor? Not quite. It's a tool, not a teammate. If you want both cutting-edge tech and human wisdom on your side, let's have a conversation. If you're a business professional and you're struggling with how AI fits into your retirement planning, whether it's a shiny new tool or a full-on replacement for your advisor, this episode's for you. Here's the truth. AI can crunch the numbers faster than your accountant in April. But does that mean it can guide you through the biggest transition of your life? Your retirement? Not exactly. Stick around, because today we're cutting through the hype and getting real about where AI helps, where it falls short, and why the hybrid approach, humans plus tech, is the retirement game changer you've been waiting for.
You're watching My Hybrid Retirement Weekly, the show that helps professionals work less, earn smarter, and embrace more financial freedom. Hosted by Rob Leiphart, a fiduciary advisor. New episodes drop every Tuesday at 12 p.m. Eastern. Subscribe now and start planning retirement on your own terms.
Hi, everyone. I'm Rob Leiphart, and welcome back to My Hybrid Retirement Weekly, the show where we simplify the complex, strip away the stress, and help you make confident decisions about your money, your freedom, and your future. Let me ask you this. Have you ever opened up a financial article or turned on CNBC and thought, wow, I need a translator for all this jargon? You're not alone. Technology has made planning faster, but not always clearer. And a quick question for you. How many of you have downloaded a financial app, AI tool, used it for a couple weeks, and then never opened it again? That's exactly the point. AI is powerful, but without clarity, it's just noise. And retirement is the one area where clarity matters most. Let's give credit where it's due. AI does some things extremely well. It runs calculations at lightning speed. It can monitor your accounts 24/7. It can scan market data and highlight patterns you'd never notice on your own. For example, if you ask an AI tool, how much do I need to retire at 65? It can crunch hundreds of scenarios in seconds. It can tell you if you invest X dollars at Y growth rate, here's your probability of success. And that's valuable. I have a question here. Let's see, Mark in Dallas, if AI can analyze thousands of scenarios at once, isn't it actually smarter than an advisor? Great point, Mark. And yes, AI is brilliant with math, but retirement planning isn't just math. It's knowing when to claim Social Security, how to keep taxes low in retirement, how to make sure your spouse is taken care of if something happens to you, etc. AI gives you the numbers. A human advisor helps you turn those numbers into a life plan.
I always look at AI kind of as the ideal financial partner, right? Because it's unemotional, it's impartial, and can make just a host of calculations and find patterns in seconds. And efficiency lies at the core of sustainable growth, right? By optimizing those operational processes and eliminating those efficiencies and embracing these technological advancements, firms can really enhance their agility and adaptability in what's now this very rapidly changing landscape. Advisors now are asked to wear how many hats? They're now life coaches, they're financial planners, and a lot of them don't want to spend this time having to now be on social media, come up with marketing campaigns, but AI now can do all that for you. And that's the beautiful thing. And you can build that into your workflows. Again, it's about prioritizing. I always say, make AI do the stuff that you either don't want to do or you're not great at.
But here's where AI comes up short. First, it has no empathy. An algorithm's not going to sit across the table from you during a market downturn and say, it's going to be okay. Here's why we plan for this. Second, it doesn't anticipate life curveballs. Maybe you're retiring early. Maybe you get an inheritance. Maybe you decide to sell your business. Life doesn't fit neatly into a spreadsheet. And third, garbage in, garbage out. If you put in the wrong assumptions, AI is just going to be off. And those numbers it provides, they could be dangerous. I have another question here from Anna in Chicago. She asks, but Rob, won't AI eventually learn to care and make those human-like judgments? Anna, AI can mimic empathy. It can write something that sounds caring, but it doesn't know what it feels like to worry about leaving a legacy or to wonder if you'll have enough for healthcare 20 years from now. Retirement is emotional, and AI can't live your story. So what do advisors bring to the table that AI can't? Context. We connect the dots: taxes, estate planning, timing of Social Security, healthcare, etc. AI gives you slices of the information. An advisor brings the whole picture together for you. Emotional guidance. Money is emotional. Fear, greed, hope, doubt. A good advisor doesn't just manage assets, they manage behavior. Accountability. A machine gives you advice. You can't pick up the phone and say, walk me through this. With an advisor, you have somebody that is accountable to you. Another question here, Diane in Los Angeles. So you are saying AI is useless in retirement? No, not at all, Diane. AI is a phenomenal tool, but in the hands of an advisor. Think about like flying a plane. Autopilot keeps the flight steady, but when you hit turbulence or a storm, you want a human pilot making the calls. That's retirement planning with AI and an advisor.
I could see a world in which all the technical stuff that's really, really important could be optimized all the time. But those models are only good within the context of the person's life. I think the job we've all been thinking is going to happen around values, goals, connection, conversation. I just want to talk to someone. I think in a world where data, models, calculations are ubiquitous and at your fingertips, the other side of that barbell, the human, becomes even more valuable. So I sort of feel like we've got to get this right, where we're like, we still have to be the best engineers, prompt engineers, financial planners, and we gotta continue to learn how to be deeply human.
Here's the future of the hybrid model. AI handles the efficiency, crunching the numbers, running the scenarios, tracking the accounts. Advisors handle the wisdom, judgment, strategy, personal connection. Together, you get clarity and confidence. Sam in Charlotte asks, why pay for an advisor if AI already makes retirement planning easier? Sam, here's why. AI doesn't push the buttons for you. It doesn't sit with you, your spouse, and explain trade-offs in plain English. It won't help you stay calm when the market drops 20%. The hybrid model gives you both the precision of technology plus the guidance of someone that knows your story.
A year ago, if you had asked me whether you should use AI for your retirement plan, I would have said absolutely not. But fast forward a year, and I'm beginning to think that it's getting closer and closer to the point where it might be okay to start using it for your retirement planning. Curious for your thoughts, given that Betterment is well known as a robo-advisor.
I would be cautious about using it for personalized financial advice right now. I think where we've seen a lot of adoption and we're seeing a lot of traction is with general financial education. In that case, it's a brilliant tool. It's really powerful. It can be really incredible. But using it for personalized financial advice, I don't think it's quite there yet. We're testing things internally. We don't use AI for our financial advice currently. We've seen a lot of promise. It can act a little bit odd when you start to get into some really technical details. The hallucinations are getting better, which is great to see. LLMs were not really built to do math, and so we're seeing that get a little bit better as well, but still a little bit of concern there. It's moving incredibly fast. I think we're not far away from it, but we're just not seeing that widespread adoption quite yet. The prompt engineering matters because a lot of investors just don't know what to ask it in the first place. If you are confident in your financial literacy and you know which questions to ask it, then I think it can really empower you. But if not, that's where I would be a little more cautious.
So here's the bottom line. AI is not replacing your financial advisor, but it is reshaping the way advisors serve you. The future isn't AI or humans, it's AI with humans. And that's why hybrid retirement planning is all about blending smart technology with human wisdom to help you retire with clarity and confidence. If today's conversation hit home, make sure you join me next week on My Hybrid Retirement Weekly. I go live every Tuesday at noon, where I'll walk through the exact step-by-step process of building a hybrid retirement plan without losing sleep or second-guessing every choice. If today's conversation gave you clarity, the next step is simple. Let's talk about your retirement. Book an appointment with me. Together, we'll look at your goals, the numbers, and your options. And we'll build a hybrid retirement plan that blends technology with real-world wisdom so you can move forward with confidence. That's a wrap for this week's episode of My Hybrid Retirement Weekly. If today has given you some clarity, imagine what a comprehensive hybrid plan can do for your retirement journey. Until next time, keep it simple, keep it balanced, and keep focusing on the life you want to live, not just the numbers on the page. I'm Rob Leiphart, and I'll see you next week.